Deco settles Barcelona's stance on Gyökeres deal. Deco, the sporting director of FC Barcelona, has settled the Catalan club's stance on the idea of signing the promising Swedish striker Viktor Gyökeres, a player for Sporting Lisbon. Gyökeres drew the attention of the biggest European clubs due to his outstanding performance in the Portuguese league during the just-concluded season, being one of the main contenders for the European Golden Shoe, alongside Mbappe and Salah. Deco. Barcelona is not looking for a new number 9, Deco said, in statements reported by journalist Fabrizio Romano. Gyökeres is a great striker. He has done wonderful things with Sporting Lisbon. He continued, but we are not looking for a player in that position. We have Lewandowski as our number 9. It is worth noting that Barcelona suffered greatly during Lewandowski's injury spell, but the club's financial conditions are restricting the ambitious sporting plans of the Spanish League champions. The current market value of the star Gyökeres has reached €75 million, and it will be interesting to know his new club in case he leaves Sporting Lisbon. Gyökeres is 26 years old, plays as a central striker, and his contract with Sporting runs until June 2028. He has played 102 matches for Sporting Lisbon in all competitions, scoring 97 goals and assisting 28 for his teammates. And this is Pep Guardiola's statement about Lionel Messi's latest achievement with Inter Miami after contributing to 5 goals against Columbus Crew. When you hear that Lionel Messi scored 2 goals and provided 3 assists in a single match, you might think it's just another stat in his incredible record. But the truth goes far deeper than that. What Messi is doing now, at this age, in a new league, in a completely different environment, proves once again that we're not talking about an ordinary player, but about a football phenomenon beyond any context. I saw that headline, read it carefully, and I won't lie. I felt proud. I felt like this achievement took us back to those nights at the Camp Nou, when Messi dazzled as if writing poetry with the ball. 5 goal contributions in one game for the second time in MLS? This isn't just an isolated feat. It's the natural continuation of a man who has never stopped astonishing us. Messi doesn't decline. He simply redefines what's possible. Some thought Messi leaving Europe meant the end of his era, or a post-peak phase. But they understood nothing. Messi isn't bound by those rules. He's not subject to age, nor to distance, nor to competition conditions. Messi is the law itself, the standard by which greatness is measured in any league, on any continent. What he did against Columbus Crew is more than just an individual performance. It's living proof that his genius isn't limited to Barcelona or Europe. His mentality, vision, timing, even the way he moves off the ball, all show that this talent doesn't fade. He doesn't just play football, he reshapes it at will. How many coaches, how many players have wished to see what we see? To live in an era where Messi exists? I was lucky. I coached him at his peak. I watched him destroy opponents without raising his voice, without seeking glory. And today, I see him once more writing a new chapter wearing Inter Miami's shirt. Every goal, every pass, every touch bears a signature that will never be repeated. To score 2 goals and provide 3 assists in a match before the Club World Cup isn't just physical or technical preparation. It's a statement that Messi is going to that tournament not just to participate, but to compete, to fight, to add another trophy to his cabinet and to prove to the world that glory has no age, as long as ambition is alive. Honestly, when I talk about Messi, I can't use numbers alone, because he's a player who can't be measured just by statistics. Messi is measured by impact, by feeling, by the moments where he changes everything with a single pass or a single touch. He's turned football into a visual art, one that any child can watch and fall in love with at first sight. Messi isn't competing with anyone anymore. He's simply walking the path he carved himself. Players like Rossi and Choukan left beautiful marks, but what Messi is doing places him in a special chapter of football's book. A chapter unlike any other, one that will never be written again. And I say this not just as a coach, but as a true lover of football, as someone lucky enough to have lived part of this era, part of this legend. Messi should not be compared. He should be celebrated, studied, and told to future generations like fairy tales are told. Lionel, if you hear me, I say this from the heart. Don't stop. Don't end this journey soon. the world still needs your magic. The game still breathes because of you. You are, quite simply, the greatest gift football has ever produced. Ter Stegen. News about my departure from Barcelona is natural, and only one thing protects me from being sold. German goalkeeper Marc-Andre Ter Stegen of FC Barcelona spoke about the recent rumors surrounding his future with the club during his current stay in the Germany national team camp. Germany will face Portugal next Wednesday, June 4th, in the semi-finals of the 2025 UEFA Nations League at the Allianz Arena. Recently, many reports have circulated suggesting that Barcelona intends to put Ter Stegen up for sale in the summer transfer window, especially after signing Spanish goalkeeper Joan Garcia from Espanyol. Ter Stegen comments on the rumors of his departure from Barcelona. Ter Stegen said at the press conference ahead of the Portugal match, "Being put up for sale? It's a situation that has emerged now, but I have to say this is something normal. Barcelona is probably one of the biggest clubs in the world, and there is always competition no matter the circumstances." He added, "That's why it's natural for Barca to always look for improvement and development. That's clear to me, and I will always try to give my best." He continued, "If I remember correctly, and if nothing has changed in the last few hours, we currently have only 2 goalkeepers for next season, Iñaki Peña and myself. I'm really looking forward to next season, especially since we've gained some experience, and we hope to be more successful next year." He also said, "We've always had excellent goalkeepers in recent years, and in every position at Barcelona there's always competition. So I'm very excited for the next season because we have a fantastic, young, dynamic, and hungry team. And I believe that's what we've seen this year." He went on, "The impact of the rumors. No one at the club has spoken to me about this, so I don't know what the current situation is there. As for me, I don't concern myself much with it. I know I will be at Barcelona next year, and as I just said, for me, the situation hasn't changed in principle." He continued, "Support from Nagelsmann? That support from the coach is very important to me and I deeply appreciate it. We all know that the ultimate goal is to achieve the greatest success with the national team. I want to contribute to that and perform at the highest level possible. Receiving this support from the coach and the team also gives you a great feeling, and of course, it makes returning to the pitch much easier. That's what I'm aiming for." About Hansi Flick not mentioning him recently, he said, "I haven't spoken to Flick, and there hasn't been any contact in recent days because I don't see a reason for it at the moment. There hasn't been any situation that called for a discussion." Regarding PSG winning the Champions League yesterday, he said, "We have a special connection with Luis Enrique too, because of the successes we achieved together. I wrote to him yesterday. I was very happy personally. Winning the Champions League is truly something exceptional, and it was fully deserved." He concluded, "To be honest, when you watch the match, you feel from the beginning that we could have been there. And when you see the lineup announced before the match, you feel a deep regret for not making it. Unfortunately, we missed just a few minutes in regular time to finish the job. But that's how football always is in the end." When does Ter Stegen's contract with Barcelona end? Ter Stegen still has 3 years left on his contract with FC Barcelona, as the German goalkeeper's deal officially ends on June 30th, 2028. Lamine Yamal becomes the highest-paid player at Barcelona after renewing his contract. The young Spanish star has become the highest-paid player at FC Barcelona after signing a new contract that runs until June 2031, which includes enormous and unprecedented financial terms for a player who is only 17 years old. According to reports highlighted by Marca, Yamal will receive a fixed annual salary of 10 million euros, which could rise to 20 million euros if he meets several performance-related variables, both individual and collective. Most notably, winning individual awards such as the Ballon d'Or. The contract also includes an exceptional signing bonus of 25 million euros to be paid over 6 years, making Yamal one of the most financially benefited players in the club's history. In fact, his total annual income surpasses that of several first-team stars, such as Robert Lewandowski, Frankie de Jong, and Ter Stegen. Although Lewandowski still receives a higher fixed salary, 26 million euros after being reduced from 32 million euros, Yamal's bonuses may allow him to surpass Lewandowski in total earnings over the next 2 seasons. Meanwhile, de Jong is set to earn around 22 million euros next season, in addition to incentives that could reach 5.2 million euros. But he still remains below Yamal's financial ceiling in terms of bonuses and contract scalability. An exceptional season and a history in the making. This step comes as a crowning achievement to a sensational season delivered by Lamine Yamal with Barcelona, during which he played 55 matches across all competitions, scored 18 goals, provided 21 assists, and played a crucial role in winning the domestic treble, La Liga, Copa del Rey, and Spanish Super Cup. Since his first team debut in April 2023, Yamal hasn't stopped breaking records. He became the youngest scorer in the history of La Liga, Copa del Rey, and the Super Cup, and the youngest player to reach 100 appearances in a Barcelona shirt, further boosting his market and sporting value in the eyes of club management. Complete trust from Barcelona. This long-term contract reflects the strong trust Barcelona's management has in the La Masia star, who joined the club's academy at the age of 7 and, in a short period, succeeded in securing a spot in the starting lineup, becoming one of the pillars